Alrighty, it's been about 3 or 4 days now and the rain has stopped, and as you can see the water level has dropped back down. Not as clear as it normally is, but it's actually, because it's flowing quite strong, it is clearing up faster than what I would normally expect. So let's kind of just have a look at the impact. So you can see when the water level comes up, instead of going around this bend here, it actually goes straight through here, and what it's doing is kind of eroding this kind of new path. So when I first moved in, this used to be fairly sloped and you could actually walk down here. But what happened over consecutive flooding events is trees that used to be kind of holding the soil in this spot have really started to come away. So why I'm a little bit reluctant to tackle this is because this is really right on the edge of the property line, and it's not really something that I should be getting directly involved in. But I guess it can kind of review what I have been doing and maybe what I should be doing instead. So when I planted this side, the reason I stuck to along these trees is because this is where the water level used to come up to, and I wanted to kind of put them in place to protect those trees. But it's coming a bit more obvious to me that based on the last week of rain, that my more common line that I should be planting against is actually down here and not up there, because that's elevated up there, whereas this is kind of following more of the natural flow. So I think if I get more plants, I will definitely target this area down the bottom here as a priority. And let's have a look at how this side, so like I said in my last video, the water level got up to where this debris line is. So these guys are getting pushed over, but they're intact. So what I was worried about with planting them along here is I knew these guys would get the brunt of it when there is a flooding event, and I didn't want to lose all these plants. So I've been quite strategic at only planting the grasses at this level, and then in combination up here I've got the grasses and the trees in between, and obviously this higher level here which was planted previously. So I think the only plant that I kind of feel a bit sad for is this one, probably at the lowest level here. And I think what's happened here and here, the pot protectors are basically being taken away by the flooding water. So I guess the water's come in and lifted this pot up, either because I haven't dug it in deep enough, or because maybe the pot protectors aren't an ideal thing to put in plants of this position. So I think I'm going to go away and do a little bit of research or kind of consider the impacts here. So what I might do for these two plants here is just dig them in directly into the ground. And what I've been doing, you may have noticed, is I've been marking with orange spray paint where my various plantings are, as a different way of marking the plants that I've planted. So then, you know, when I do my remediation work and get rid of some of these weeds and all that kind of stuff, I can actually still see where the stuff is I planted. Alright, so I was gonna dig these guys in, but the roots are actually quite strong and in there, and I didn't really want to disturb what was holding them on. So I've gone with just bringing some soil down from the house and just kind of just repotting them in place, again without the protectors, because I think the protectors are not necessary. It's more just keeping track of where they are.